Have you ever gone to bed at 11 o'clock, but couldn't fall asleep even by 3 in the morning? Or perhaps they woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't fall asleep again? Hello, my name is Dr. Minsubek. I am a neurologist and head of the sleep center. 5 years ago, an elderly woman from Vladivostok, a grandmother named Kim Zunja, visited my clinic. For 30 years, she took sleeping pills but slept no more than 2 hours a day. She tried many remedies, expensive pillows, herbal infusions, meditation. Nothing helped. The family had already fallen into despair as the grandmother confused the names of her grandchildren and everyone began to worry about possible dementia. But I gave her just one piece of advice. Put it under the pillow. That night, she slept for 7 hours straight for the first time in 3 decades. 3 weeks later, she completely stopped taking sleeping pills. Doctor, my mind has cleared. My memory has returned, as it was before, she told me. And I realized that this method turned out to be more powerful than any medication I had prescribed in 30 years of practice. Today, I will share with you 5 methods I discovered. We will start with the 5th and go up to the most effective, the 1st. If you watch until the end, you will be able to fall asleep as soon as you touch the pillow and sleep soundly until morning in just 3 weeks. Subscribe to the Spirit Power channel. It's free, and you will be the first to receive useful health tips. In the comments, write down what time you usually go to bed. So, let's begin. In 5th place is charcoal. You might be surprised. This is the same charcoal used for grilling meat. Yes, it is him, but only in a pure, washed, and well-dried form. Have you ever woken up at night due to a stuffy nose, a dry throat, and an unpleasantly smelling pillow? This is one of the main reasons you can't sleep. Last year, an 88-year-old woman from Krasnodar came to me. Doctor, every night I wake up because I can't breathe, and in the morning my throat hurts. We checked. She didn't have rhinitis. Her nose was clear. So what was the matter? It turned out that the problem was the air around the pillow. While we sleep, moisture, dust, and bacteria accumulate, irritating the nose and throat. So you are sleeping in a dusty room. Why does charcoal help? Each piece of charcoal contains billions of micropores. If unfolded, it would cover an area comparable to 3 football fields. These pores absorb dust, moisture, and unpleasant odors throughout the night. In fact, a miniature air purifier operates right next to your pillow. I advised my grandmother to wrap a piece of coal in a clean handkerchief and place it under her pillow. A week later, she called me. Doctor, it's a miracle. Now my nose breathes freely, I sleep deeply, and my throat no longer hurts. And this is not an isolated case. 6 out of 10 elderly people wake up at night due to dryness and congestion of the airways. But this is easily fixed. A piece of charcoal is enough. It is inexpensive, costing less than a cup of coffee. How to use it? First, take a small piece of charcoal, then wrap it in a thin cloth or scarf. After that, place it under the bottom of the pillow. The effect lasts about a month, after which replace the coal with a new one. Do not place the coal directly on the pillow, as this may cause black dust to appear. Once a week, it is beneficial to dry it in the sun to enhance its effect. However, one coal is not enough. There are methods that have a more powerful influence. The 4th method will surprise you. In 4th place are dried dates. Yes, those sweet fruits that are often added to tea or compote. You probably notice that as soon as you lie down to sleep, thoughts start swirling in your head. How are the test results? Is everything okay with the kids? Will the utility bill arrive tomorrow? Your mind won't let you rest, and you stare at the ceiling until 2 in the morning. It was the same with Pak Jong-soon, a 71-year-old woman from Kazan. During the day, she felt calm, but with the onset of night, anxiety washed over her, she shared. However, she did not have anxiety or depressive disorders. Why is this happening? At night, the brain becomes 3 times more sensitive than during the day. When it is quiet around, even small worries seem enormous, like the ticking of a clock in silence. Why do dates help? Ancient healers used them as a means of calming. Modern science confirms dates contain saponins and flavonoids, natural substances that stabilize the nervous system. As soon as the sweet aroma of dates wafts from under the pillow, the brain receives the signal. It's time to relax. This feeling reminds you of when your mother would stroke your head and whisper, "Sleep. Everything will be fine." I advised my grandmother to place 3 clean dried dates in a small fabric pouch and keep it under her pillow. 3 days later, she called and said, "Doctor, it's amazing. The scent calms me, the anxiety fades, and I fall asleep on my own." 7 out of 10 elderly people can't sleep due to intrusive thoughts, but 3 dates are quite enough. It's not medicine and costs little. How to use it? First, Take 3 to 5 clean dried dates without worms. Second, place them in a small bag. Third, put it under the pillow. The scent lasts from 7 to 10 days, after which the dates should be replaced. And here's a tip. Use them together with charcoal. Coal cleans the air, while dates calm the mind. The effect is multiplied many times over, but this is not the limit. Ahead lies the third method. It is truly impressive. The third place is occupied by cedar wood. You are probably asking, what is cedar wood? These are small pieces of cedar, which can be easily found in hardware stores or at the market. They are sometimes called aromatic cubes. Do you ever find that when you are in the forest, your mind clears, your breathing becomes light, and your heart calms down? Just inhaling the scent of pine drives away anxiety. This is the action of a substance called phytoncides, natural protective compounds released by wood to defend itself against harmful microorganisms. For humans, these phytoncides become a true remedy. An elderly man from Novosibirsk, 76 years old, named Chikve Dongsu, complained, "Doctor, I have difficulty breathing at night. My heart races. I can't sleep." We conducted an examination. The heart is fine, so the problem is not physical, but stress. During the day, the body is in a state of tension with the so-called stress mechanism activated. At night, on the contrary, the rest mechanism should be activated. However, with age, this system begins to fail, and tension remains even during sleep. Why is cedar beneficial? His essential oils and light woody aroma serve as a natural remedy against stress. They lower anxiety hormone levels and trigger relaxation processes. Research confirms inhaling the scent of cedar reduces stress hormone levels by almost half, normalizes blood pressure and heart rate. After 30 minutes, the pulse rate drops from 80 to 60 beats per minute, as if you are meditating in the mountains. I gave my grandfather a small pouch of cedar scales and advised him, put it under your pillow or in your pillowcase. A week later, he came back with a smile and said, "Doctor, I sleep peacefully again. The smell of the forest calms my heart, as if I am sleeping in a pine forest." 8 out of 10 elderly people face nighttime tension and do not know how to relieve it. All it takes is a small bag of wood, which costs about 500 rubles and lasts for 6 months. How to use it? First, buy a pouch of cedar pieces, or make one yourself. Second, place it in a pillowcase or under your head. Third, when the scent becomes weaker, lightly spray it with water. The smell will return. And now tell us in the comments which of the 3 methods you like the most, coal, dates, or cedar. Your feedback is a huge support for our community. But that's not all. Ahead are the 2 most powerful methods. The first 3 were just a warm-up. The real power is hidden in the second and first methods. By the way, the first of them really helped that very grandmother from Vladivostok get rid of sleeping pills after 30 years of dependence. The second place is taken by an ordinary towel. You may ask, which towel? Yes, the most ordinary one, but it matters how to use it. Do you ever wake up with a stiff neck? Shoulders feel like stone. It's hard to turn your head. The pillow is too high or too low, and you can't find a comfortable position. That's why your sleep isn't deep. A 69-year-old man from Moscow, Mr. Kim Cholsu, came to me with a complaint. "Doctor, I wake up with neck pain. In the morning, my shoulders feel leaden. We took x-rays. The spine is fine. So, the cause must be the pillow." An unsuitable pillow is one of the most common hidden enemies of sleep. If it is too high, the neck bends, muscles tense, and blood circulation to the brain is disrupted. The head becomes heavy, and sleep becomes shallow. Imagine that you are sleeping while sitting in a chair. Your body does not relax for a moment. Why does the towel help? If you roll it into a tight cylinder and place it under your neck, it perfectly supports the natural curve of the spine. The neck and shoulder muscles relax, blood flow is restored, and the brain receives more oxygen. Sleep quality improves instantly. Studies show that proper neck support increases blood flow to the brain by 30%. This is a significant difference, like unlocking a blocked road. I showed my grandfather how to roll a regular towel about the thickness of his forearm and place it between his pillow and neck. That night, for the first time in many years, he woke up without feeling pain. "Doctor, I don't even remember the last time I felt so light," he confessed. 9 out of 10 people face problems due to uncomfortable pillows, although this issue can be solved completely for free, simply with a towel. Every person is unique, and the height of the pillow should match individual preferences. A towel, however, is easy to adapt. How to use it? First, Roll a regular towel into a cylinder about the thickness of your hand. Second, place it between your neck and the pillow. Third, turn your head from side to side, finding the optimal height for a comfortable neck position. That's it, the perfect pillow without unnecessary expenses. But that's not all. The most important secret is yet to come. Now we have reached the first place, a method that changed the lives of hundreds of people and helped a grandmother sleep without sleeping pills for the first time in 30 years. The first place is taken by a handful of raw rice. Yes, ordinary rice that can be found in every kitchen, but not for eating, rather as an amazing remedy for insomnia. This may seem strange, but there is serious science behind it. In a small bag of rice, 3 powerful effects are contained that address all causes of insomnia simultaneously. The first is natural acupressure. There is a special feng qi point at the base of the skull. When she is tense, headaches and insomnia arise. Rice grains gently massage this area all night, relaxing the neck and shoulder muscles. The second is cooling the head. For deep sleep, the feet need to be warm while the head remains cool. Rice itself is a cold material. It absorbs excess heat like a sponge, which reduces brain activity, halts the flow of anxious thoughts, and brings the body into a state of calm. The third is a soothing sound. When you move your head, a bag of rice quietly rustles. This soft rustle acts like white noise, stabilizing brain waves, calming the nervous system, and promoting sleep. It is akin to the sound of rain or the sea's surf. Why this first place? Because previous methods only address one problem: air, anxiety, tension, or neck position. Rice, however, eliminates all 3 key causes of insomnia simultaneously: muscle tension, overheating of the head, and a restless mind. The grandmother from Vladivostok used this method. After 3 weeks, she stopped taking sleeping pills and slept peacefully again, like in her youth. An elderly man from Tomsk, 74 years old, suffered from headaches at night. I gave him a rice pouch, and after a week the pain disappeared. Doctor, this is a miracle. I sleep like a baby. How to use it? First, pour 1 or 2 cups of raw rice into a cotton bag or clean sock. Second, tie it up so the grains don't spill out. Third, lie down as usual and place the bag between your neck and the pillow. It may feel strange at first, but endure it for 3 days. Then it will be hard for you to sleep without it. Tip: combine with a towel. Second place. The towel supports the neck while the rice relaxes the muscles and cools the head. You can add other methods: charcoal, dates, cedar. Together they create a powerful effect reminiscent of natural sleep therapy. So now you know all 5 methods. Let's briefly summarize and reinforce what we've learned. In 5th place is a piece of charcoal. It cleans the atmosphere around your pillow, getting rid of dust, moisture, and bacteria, allowing you to breathe freely and easily. Your nose and throat can finally relax. The 4th place is occupied by 3 dried dates. They calm the mind, easing anxious thoughts and promoting heart relaxation. The sweet aroma brings back inner peace. In 3rd place are cedar shavings. Their scent turns off stress and activates relaxation mode. Your body relaxes and your heart beats steadily. Breathing becomes light, like in the shade of a forest. The 2nd place is taken by a rolled towel. It supports the curve of the neck, relieves muscle tension, and improves blood circulation in the brain. As a result, a morning without pain and a feeling of lightness. The 1st place, a handful of raw rice, a gentle pinpoint massage, cooling of the head, and white noise from the rustling grains. All of this simultaneously eliminates the 3 main causes of insomnia: tension, overheating, and anxiety. These 5 methods are real treasures I have found over 30 years of practice and more than 2,000 patients. They work more effectively than expensive pillows and any sleeping pills, costing only a few kopecks. Altogether, it will cost you less than 100 rubles. But the most important thing is that these methods are not medicines. They simply awaken your body's natural ability to sleep, given to each of us by nature. No side effects, only gentle recovery that becomes even more effective with age. Try it tonight. First, use method number 1, the rice bag. In 3 days, you will feel the difference. Then add a towel, and in a week combine all the other methods under your pillow. Coal will purify the air, dates will calm the mind, cedar will relax the body, a towel will support the neck, and rice will complete the work, transforming your sleep completely. Imagine lying down at 11 in the evening and falling asleep almost instantly. In the morning, You wake up not opening your eyes from fatigue, but with a smile, clear mind, restored memory, cheerful mood. You are full of energy again, walking, meeting friends, laughing, and playing with grandchildren. You feel life in all its fullness. This is my gift to you. The gift of restoring your natural power of sleep and clarity of mind. But what will happen if you don't start? If you lie down again today and just stare at the ceiling like yesterday? If you leave everything unchanged, tomorrow you will wake up tired, in a week you will be irritable, and in a month, with worsened memory and a heavy body. The choice is yours. I believe you will choose health. That's why I recorded this video, to give you a chance. If this information was helpful to you, subscribe to the channel and like it. This way, you will help others find this method. Every action, every word of yours can be a salvation for someone else who also suffers from insomnia. And don't forget to write a comment, starting from today. This phrase will become your promise to yourself and inspiration for others who still have doubts.